Jays 1 strike away from the World Championship. The 0-2 pitch. Slap to the left side, a hit. Blazers being waved in. Maldonado's throw is over everything. It's a tied ball game.
Oh, no. Could it be happening again? Was history coming back to haunt the Blue Jays?
We've gone through some very tough stages where pitching died. Then we got stages where the offense has died. But I think each time it's happened like that, we didn't look at it like, oh gosh, here we go, we're going to start falling now. We just kept it going and just kept on working hard, and to me that shows a sign of a true champion.
2-2 the score with 2 men on, 2 outs. The runners go on the 3-2 to Winfield. Down the line, a base hit into the left field corner. White has scored. Alomar comes around. The ball gets away from Gant. It's a 2-run double for Dave Winfield. And a 4-2 Toronto lead.
I wish that there had been someone around on opening day just to see how focused this team was on what they wanted to do. And they have not stopped from day one.
Mike Timlin saved only 1 game this year. Now he's on to save the biggest win in Toronto Blue Jay history. With a tying run at third and 2 down in the bottom of the 11th. 4-3 Blue Jays. Timlin. Nixon bunts. Timlin on it. Throws to first. For the first time in history, the World Championship banner will fly north of the border. The Toronto Blue Jays are baseball's best in 1992.
Oh, Canada, the story of the 1992 World Champion Blue Jays. When the Blue Jays came to Dunedin, Florida last spring, they were, like any team coming off a division-winning season, a blend of cool and confidence.
Man in pain.
And they had a lineup any team would envy. Roberto Alomar at second base and Joe Carter in right field made up the core. Then in the offseason came a couple of old pros. There was Dave Winfield, coming off an 86 RBI season with the Angels. And former Twin Jack Morris, hero of the '91 World Series.
I want to be a part of a winning situation, and I think that this team was as close as you can get without being there. And I think that myself and a guy like Jack Morris, just coming off a World Series championship, we have a lot to offer, a lot to add.
I know there's a lot of talent over here. My hope is that we can all kind of blend together the way we did in Minnesota and a couple years over in Detroit and have that camaraderie that helps you have fun at the game. When you have fun at the game, winning seems to come easier.
And winning was definitely on the Blue Jays' minds when the team headed north. Opening day in Detroit. Right off the bat, the veteran newcomers took charge. Dave Winfield smacked 3 hits, and one-time Tiger Jack Morris cruised against his former team. Morris got plenty of support. Pat Borders doing his best to help the cause.
To right field and deep, back to the wall and gone. It's 2-0 Toronto.
It was 4-2 Toronto in the bottom of the 9th when Morris finished them off.
Tryman ground ball Gruber. This should do it. And Oru digs it out, and Jack Morris has his first win as a Toronto Blue Jay.
Jack did exactly what it took to get us off to a great start, and we end up, sweeping those 3 games and come back here and sweeping Baltimore. So, he got us off to that great start. He kind of set the tone for the whole season.
Down, and that'll do it. The Blue Jays are now 5-0, and they make it 2 in a row over the Orioles.
big one. No, breaking ball, strike 3, got it. Now the Blue Jays have won a club record 6 straight to start their season, as they sweep the Orioles, a 3-game series here at the Skydome.
What a start. 6 straight wins, an April record of 16-7, and 2 games in front. The Blue Jays were rolling, and so was Dave Winfield. Off to a hot start, he hit .375 in April and gave the Blue Jays the designated hitter they'd been looking for. To Toronto, Winfield was Mr. Everything. And when the Blue Jays were down, like in this May 7th game in Seattle, they knew who to turn to for help.
This was a game Seattle was beating us. We were down by 4 runs going into the last. I just kind of looked at it and said, if I get up, I have a chance to win the game, but there'll have to be 2 outs and the bases loaded, and that's what materialized.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Slider belted deep to left field. Mitchell to the track, to the wall. Grand salami time. Toronto leads it 8-7. Unbelievable.
I think it was the 10th Grand Slam I've hit in my career. Other people have hit more, but it was a real significant one. And to be able to come back from that deficit, that was one of the games during the course of the year that the guys felt that we can come back at any time and win.
With that kind of confidence, the Blue Jays felt they were never behind the 8 ball. And at the end of May, they showed why, pulling out 5 straight wins in their last at-bat.
We have a scoreless tie here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alomar gauges a charge to left field. It's way back and gone. Home run, Roberto Alomar. Alomar gets it. Jays lead 1-0. Here is Lance Johnson. He pops it up for Gruber on the warning track. Makes a catch. And there's the ball game. The Blue Jays win it 3-0.
The winning run is at second base with 2 down here in the 11th inning. The 2-2 pitch to Kent. Line drive to left. Moving over Abner. Running. It's over his head. It goes to the wall. And Gruber scores to win it 2-1.
2-2 tie. Bottom of the 9th, 2 out. Gruber at second and Olerud at first. The pitch. A swing and a line drive, base hit to left field. Here comes Gruber. Here comes a range throw. A slide. Safe. The Blue Jays win. Greg Myers out of sick bay with the game winner. Final in this one, 3-2. 10th inning for the Blue Jays. High ball, left center. Will it fall in? Yes, it does, and it bounces over the head of Kirby Puckett. He's headed for the wall. White's headed for third. He's running hard. He may score. Devon White hustling to home plate. An in-the-park home run, and the Blue Jays lead 4-3. Team's won 4 straight in its last at-bat. Perhaps number 5 tonight. Ground ball up the middle. Puckett charging it hard. Up with the ball. Borders is headed home. The throw. Borders is safe. A 2-run lead for the Toronto Blue Jays at 7-5.
Winning the hard way was doing wonders for Toronto's confidence. So was coming to Yankee Stadium in early June with an offense that was pumped up and raring to go. Everyone got in on the act in blowing away the Yankees in Game 1. But the next night belonged to the strongman, Candy Maldonado, who produced a rare Yankee Stadium treat.
It was Team Larry pitching. It was fastball all over the plate. And adios.
Hit way up in the air to center. Roberto Kelly is going back, and it's gone. Home run, Candy Maldonado. That's a long shot to center.
It felt great because I knew it was a bomb.